Hi, welcome back to Educator.com. This is Laboratory Investigation 2, the Egg Lab. Okay, so a little introduction for this Egg Lab. The purpose is to demonstrate the effects of osmosis on a chicken egg. So osmosis is the movement of water to where there is less water by concentration. When you get that hard shell off of the egg, you can do some interesting things with different levels of sugar concentration, complete lack of sugar, and a very sugary kind of substance in terms of making water go in and out of the egg. And here's how it works. You need at least one chicken egg, of course, plastic cup, an electronic scale or electric scale to 0.1 grams. You don't even need to 0.01. If you have that, great. But some kind of electronic scale. White vinegar, also known as acetic acid, Caro syrup. You could also use maple syrup. Any really thick, highly concentrated sugary syrup will do, and distilled water. The only other thing you would really need to do this at home is some kind of bin, some kind of container that you would put the vinegar in and have the eggs sitting there overnight. And the purpose of that is actually to dissolve the shell. I'll mention more about that in a sec. And the time required is really 3 days to do this. All right, day one. So going into day one, you have to have that egg soaking overnight in white vinegar. And like I said earlier, that's acetic acid. As it's sitting there, you'll see little bubbles. You'll see like something going on. And it's because gradually that acidic liquid is dissolving the hard shell. And just underneath that shell is a membrane. So the egg will still be intact. It'll be more fragile, obviously. You don't want to poke it too hard, but you will dissolve that hard shell. And that's how you make this lab possible. Get rid of that shell so you can have that water moving back and forth happen really efficiently. And when you see the egg sitting in there the next morning, if you've done this overnight, it might look like it's foamy, and that's really like dissolved shell material. You can actually rub it off. I would do it with a gloved hand personally, but you can rub it off, and as long as you rub gently, you won't pop the egg. So first off, you got to take the mass of the cup you'll be using. And the reason why is because when you put, let me actually do this in black. When you put the cup on the scale with the egg in it, you want to be able to subtract the mass of the cup so you know just the mass of the egg that's inside of it. So make sure you know the mass of just the cup going into it. So, you know, is the cup 5 grams, whatever it is. Remove the egg from the vinegar, put it in the cup, then mass them together, right? Subtract the cup mass, then you get a mass of the egg. And let's say the mass of the egg initially is 82 grams. Okay, so I've done this lab many times before. That's kind of a typical mass. You know, it could be 90, but let's say the egg starts out as 82 grams. So we know the starting out mass of a normal egg without its shell. Then you're going to pour Caro syrup into the cup surrounding the egg until it's completely covered by that Caro syrup. Hey, and there's an old-timey photo of someone holding a giant bin of Caro syrup. You could make 20 pecan pies out of that. But then you're done. So that's it for day one. You set the cup aside. Maybe put some saran wrap or plastic wrap on the outside of it so you don't have flies getting at the Caro syrup or ants. But yeah, then you wait overnight.